Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you about the weekly news and review for October 12th, 2025. 2025. And, you know, we've got Oktoberfest going on in October. We have Masterpiece Transformers news that's quite silent. There's not a lot going on, but a little bit going on. But then there's a whole lot of other stuff going on out there. G.I. Joe classified, and they are reissuing the HasLab in a different form. By the way, it is perfectly legal. They've always had the little subscript under there. If they change the color of the box, packaging, or the item, paint apps on the item, they can reissue it. Ever since the Katana, that's been there. I talked about that. So they did not break any rules. But getting into some NECA stuff here. AI is taking over Turtles again. We saw this already with Rocksteady and the Bebop. Talk a little bit more about this Tron. By the way, I did make a foreplay video yesterday, and it was a little bit of work and a lot of fun, like foreplay always is. And Tron itself as a HasLab will fail, but I might talk about that a little more. Wednesday is going to be my Tron day, I've decided. And then Man-at-Arms here is the newest update to this Mondo, but there's a lot of Motu news. None of it was at NYCC, by the way. Shout out to Retro Toyscapade. I love watching his videos. I love hearing him talk about Mask and a few other vintage toy lines that he is into. And Gator is next for loyal subjects, so I guess we got to talk about all that stuff. And then more NECA showing up at various Targets right now. And Star Wars, it's not a lot. And to tell you the truth, I think this is the perfect amount of stuff that I'm not going to buy. But I'll talk about it coming up. Alright, starting out, Shozi Store. What is in stock, coming into stock, what's new, and their price on Fantastic Model F M03 Warhorse Ironhide is $160. Now I see US retailers $215, somewhere around there. So I think it's a good price. But I put my $20 down, so I think I only have to pay $140 when they're ready to ship. And I do believe they'll get more back in stock once they ship out all the pre-orders and all that kind of stuff. But it's really important that you pre-order right away, and it's triple important that you put in the TH in the support your reviewer code. I did talk about this on Friday, and man, I gotta catch up on all those comments. Thank you for all the comments on Friday's video. I really want to reply to all those, and I'll be doing that probably all day Sunday. But 01 Studio translucent, transparent version of Unicron is up for pre-order, $2 down. My son really does want a Unicron. He doesn't want a whole lot from Transformers. He's a teenager now. He doesn't care as much, but this particular one, he keeps looking at mine, wanting mine, so I'm eventually going to have to get him one. But the truth is that this is transparent. I'm not sure if he's going to want that. At the same time, I kind of want to get it for him. Hope to get it by Christmas, maybe? But they generally run $400. Joy Toy is putting out these versions of the leather head and this is the metal head, and they look fantastic. But I usually don't like the real world takes on things, but for whatever reason, both of these made me put down my deposit. Shozi, these aren't even at Gundam. These are straight up Shozi. $42 each, $1 down for your pre-order, and definitely gonna get these and take a look at them. And I said from the get-go, I am not a completist with these. I'm turtled out. Turtled out. They look that good. I kind of feel like this is the biggest news of this week. So my sources, or source only, single one source, only one, said October is when this kit, the QQT Studio Liberation Kit for Fanstoys Marauder, will be available. Now, one of these AliExpress distributors has sent one of these to Team Reviews. Sony at Team Reviews is absolutely killing it on his channel, doing a great job. And I've had some interpersonal dealings with him. I don't think he really knew who I was when I dealt with him, but great guy, really like him. And he does fantastic transformations. In this video I watched it, he did a really good job. Obviously I liked it because he did a really good job. And he has two of them side by side. This is the way to do it. Like, this is what the full-on original one with all the figures, you know, 12 or 1400 bucks. That's what it looks like. You know, on the other hand, you got 500. That's what it looks like. And go watch his video. I won't say anything else about it. Great job, Sony. Here's what the parts look like. So you can just follow the link that Sony gives you in his video and buy this. And you can go to Show Z and you can get the actual Bandit with the combiner parts and, you know, 500 bucks. And you got this Fanstoys built pretty much 100%. Pretty awesome. I will eventually pick one of these up. There's some cool kind of savings deals if you wait and watch and stuff. I might score it soon. Currently it says it's $104 shipped to the US. So DX9 Detective is usually used for Hound for whatever reason, but Devetive is DX9 Toys D18, their version of a Prowl. Now, this Masterpiece Prowl, I think it looks good. Is it perfect? Nothing's perfect. Is it better than what Takara did? I can't say that till I have them in hand, side by side with my Plus version. But it's taller, it's newer, it's more sophisticated. It may be more cleaner, more cleaner. It's a good word. Good word. Salad. And looking at his thighs, or actually I guess his shins, those dots in there to probably just 2 pins to seat in the clear plastic part might be a fail. That might be a fail. And if you look at what they did before, what they did with their Sideswipe, you can expect the second iteration to be cartoon, so that would be like solid blue and you won't see those holes. So I mean, that might be the better version. I'm just saying. I'll get both because I'm a chump. So we got some Kang Toys TA High-Low Bronto Solid Generations Scale Sludge. That means like Hasbro main scale, main line, I think. Is that what Generation Scale means? This mold's been made a couple of different times, but at the same time, it's not the same mold. It's not just upscaled, downscaled. They do a significant amount of retooling every time they make it to a different scale. But it looks pretty interesting, impressive. It will combine. Combino, the Dino. Rock on. Huh. You thought I was going to slide into talking about combinoing the Dino in the Legends scale. Not yet. Aldi Alpha Action Elite AAE Transformers Optimus Prime clear version from Wonderfest is in this nice packaging and looks good. This is one of those things, like, do you just keep it carded and enjoy it, or do you open it? So you go from these being $10 each to 35 bucks each, or whatever the heck this thing cost at Wonderfest. And I'd probably keep it carded. My suggestion, if you're one of like 40 or 50 or 100 people that got it, keep it carded. It looks good. So New Age is doing a lot. This is the H74 CHO or CHO with custom Chrome apps. So I'm not sure if, here's the thing. New Age does Chrome stuff. I would expect to see something similar to this coming from them for their EX version. And that would be awesome, by the way. But anyhow, this is from Kozwakirk on Baidu. Alright, so they have actually put out their figures, other versions of this one here. So this is the H72B Typhoon. I think this one is the B. And this is their Combino the Dino, I believe. But, yeah. There it is. And then, boom, there's this one here, which is... Let me try to keep up with... Got to keep up with the Joneses here. C. H72C Typhoon. And so I don't know what all the different letters mean, or even, well, I guess care, but they look good. That's the weird part. They put so much work in to make them look good. Now this one's the EX, so I'm always about the EX, which is the toy version, and G2 version, which is interesting and also fascinating. They've done a pretty good job with it. Then a slight variation into this one, which they call the V. I don't even want to get into that, but looks pretty good. This is interesting, and they always make maximum use of their tooling, but the vac metal is beautiful. Blockies Transformers Fitters Wave 5 Traitor to Tyranny for reveal. And this comes with Sunstreaker, Galvatron, Jetfire, Cyclonus, Viewfinder, Shatter Glass Soundwave, and Brilliant Optimus Prime Clear vehicle modes of Jetfire, Onslaught, Swindle, Roller and Optimus Prime trailer. And then chase figures will be Shattered Glass, Jetfire, Special Armor Jetfire, Special Galvatron Metallic, Special Armor Galvatron, and I'm still trying to find time to build my Devastator. Yes, I got my parts. Dr. Woo, Dr. Woo is, this is the DWE S10 Artillery DWES11 Airburst Micro Master Flak and Sunrunner color renders. So this, I have not bought any of these. I want to, I'm tempted, and then I back off. It's like dipping your toe into a new world that you don't want to get into. It took me 2 or 3 years, no, 4 years to start Legends. I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I waited, by the way. But these look great. Alright, so some of this stuff's made easy for me, some is not, but Age of the Prime, Studio Series, APG, stuff going on here. We've got pre-orders up for Quintus Prime, Blast Off, Sure Shot, Quick Strike, Junkion Jalopy, Sideways, TF1 Arachnid, Windcharger, and of course Masterpiece Soundwave in a new coloration for a new highest price point ever for Remo. I'm sorry, a slight recolor. Yeah, let's just stay in this little lane we're in here and talk about Amazon deals. I don't know if they're still on sale, but the Wreck and Doom Fistron and Carnivac. Fistron might have a second job in a different industry. $42. Top Spin Spinister, $42. Bludgeon, is this a 4-pack? Bludgeon Raucous Mayhem text box, $26. And another one for $35. Shupidun and Krun and Gamachi, $39. Okay, I don't know all this stuff. What the heck did I just read? Now, Hasbro has decided to KO the KOs and do a Skybound Prime. And $80. I don't think it gets a trailer. I think you just get the extra Megatron arm. And it is what it is. Instead of $90 with a trailer, you get no trailer. I believe this. And just Megatron's arm for $80. So it's a trade-off. And if you did buy one of the other two KOs, well, you can get Hasbro KOing a KO and doing this. Why did they not do this day one? Alright, so somebody going by Oi Bennett has come up with this mode for Megatron. And the Studio Series one, which sort of mirrors the Revell version of Power Lords. They did this thing in Power Lords. I don't collect this version of Power Lords at all or want them, but my instant first thought was, this dude must love Power Lords because he did this. Still kind of fun. It's doable, I guess. I don't know. I never tried it, but you see the similarities. The Power Lords guy's called Beast Machines Warbot. And there's just so much Transformers with Beast Machines, Warbot, this mode. I mean, it's not a coincidence, is it? Alright, so we got some stuff up for pre-order here. Sure Shot, Blast Off, Jalopy, Quick Strike, Quintus Prime. And don't I have Blast Off? I don't know. I got one of these. I got one of these figures myself. Sure Shot's kind of cool. All of them are pretty decent, actually. I mean, it's not like a bad one in the bunch. Here's Brawl Wreck-Gar, which is an alternate Wreck-Gar. I think the first one they put out was the best. And so I don't need this, so I won't go after it. Amalgamus Prime, which looks so different than I remember seeing first shots, but there it is. Age of the Primes. Leader class of 2026 Wave 1, Razor Claw and Big Convoy. And yeah, looks good. Not really for me. I don't think I need these in my life, but they look cool. And if you're a Beast Wars collector, you're going to love it. Alright, so Timelines, Optimus Prime, and I think Starscream is a thing. This is the best way I can just put them all in one picture. It's not something I'm into, but it's taking Transformers in a different direction. Sort of a samurai-esque era. The packaging is kind of weird, but it's nice. If you want this, go for it. I'm out, tapping out, but if you like it, go for it. Hey, don't buy it because I like it. Buy it because you like it. I mean, that's what collecting is. But Wind Charger, alt mode, looks pretty good. And better than what they did before. Boom! Packaging, bot mode, all that good stuff. Then we're going to get into Thundercracker. I gotta say, Wind Charger is a big deal, but Thundercracker, I think people are really excited about the new Secret Mold, and really this should have been the Earthrise. I mean, just be honest, they should have done this for Earthrise, not what they did. Even though Earthrise was okay, it's better. Wait, hold up a second. Hold on a second. What, Doc Brown just contacted me from 2031, and they're going to redo the Seekers in 2031 again, and they're going to be better than this. What the freak? Whatever. Here he is in his bot mode, and yeah, it looks great. Looks fantastic. Yeah, it's almost like Takara designers were like, we just did the masterpiece, and let's do this in mainline in a more simplistic way. Every shortcut you wanted to take, let's take it now. Here is what is this thing? The Armada Nemesis Prime Air Defense. alt mode. And there's the box. I think it's a leader class. Yeah. Gotta look into it. If I cared more, I probably would. Then we've got, boom. We've seen this before. This was last week's stuff, but Outback and Wheelie. Wheelie, need a Wheelie. I'm actually seeing the sea spray, so I don't gotta do pictures. I saw sea spray in person. I think we've got enough stuff to keep us busy this week. My in-person pictures will go next week. Will that make people miss out on deals? I don't know, because it's such a hit and miss randomness that's going on with Ross, Ollie's, Walmart's, Target's. But I saw Sea Spray in person. It looks good. I'll buy it when it's, on sale. Alright, so as you look at this picture here, the importance is that the Nemesis Prime with the air defense minicon team is it 80 bucks? 89 bucks? Yeah, it's expensive. Hasbro Pulse exclusive! If you want it, you must pay up. I thought it was a leader class. Looking at it, it looks like a leader class figure for like 50 or 60 bucks, but no, you're paying 80 or 90. No, 80. Exclusive. Wow. Okay, so when you're not even considering buying something and then you see the price and it stuns you and you're like, wow, I don't even want it, but for that price, I wouldn't want it. But yeah, I do overpay for Super 7 and a lot of things I buy, I spend too much money on, so it is what it is. Alright, TFCon coming up in almost 2 weeks, like a week and 3/4. Thing is, I believe that this is why we have the slowdown in Masterpiece News, because they want to have something for TFCon as a reveal that you haven't seen yet. And so they keep it close to their chest till this. But then, like a day or two before, they leak something that's adjacent to it, which is weird. Why go through the trouble? But it's the game. Don't hate the player. Don't hate the game either. It's kind of fun in a way. But Michael Dobson voices of Starscream, and is it Cobra Commando? Is that the same one? Wait, no, that's Armada. That's a whole different dude. Alright, so I gotta move into something other than Transformers. I love talking about Transformers. Bitch. Gold! Cracked 4,000, dropped below 4,000. It's currently back above 4,000. That doesn't mean gold is more valuable. It means your dollar is worth less and less and less. It's been going on since 1971. It is what it is. Buy assets. Well, are collectibles assets? Yes. Right, Nacelle talking about their Wave 2 and you can order it now and all that. I love this picture because you can get it all in one. Star Trek stuff looks great, and again, the Brian Volkweiss is making stuff he personally wants in his personal collection, and that's why he picked these. It's not that he was like randomly throwing into chat GBT and like what should be made. He wants this stuff as a lifelong larger scale, 6-inch, 7-inch scale collector of Star Trek, and in his mind, this is what he wants. Other long-term collectors probably want the same. I don't know. I don't have any skin in the game. That's just my view on what's going on here. And if I owned a company that manufactured figures, I'd put out what I wanted the most. My top 10 lists would get made. That's all I gotta say. Here's some of this stuff in the package, and it looks good, but you know, I got a handful of, I think, 7-inch figures. I don't even know what company made them, and they were super cheap, like $5 each, $7 each, something. Missing all the accessories and stuff, but I don't care. It was fun, but it's not top of my list of priorities, even though I still appreciate seeing it made. World of Nintendo is making a 2.5-inch Bounty Hunter action figure 3-pack, which is now available. Where's it available at? Jack's Pacific. Probably at retail? Still interesting, cool, fun stuff. I kind of would, if they would make a set that would just have like everything you needed in one set. The brain, Metroid, these other things. I'd probably buy it. Well, I'd probably buy this if I saw it in person. So, Motu had a good week, but nothing really was at NYCC. And this is the 2000X Mondo version of these figures. And I think they all look good. Mondo's a real world, gritty looking figure, but they do great work. Very amazing stuff they do. They're very amazing and very, very, very... Let's throw 60 varies in. Expensive. $125 for Clawful. And I've talked about this a bit, but man, I am not in on 2000X enough. And I kind of like what Mattel's doing better, because I like the cartoon, but these look amazing. These are like statuesque, movable figures. Articulated. Skeletor. I might actually get the Skeletor. I don't know. Gotta see prices. I gotta hold back. The He-Man's alright. Skeletor looks really great. No, I just kind of like when I look at the Motu stuff. I only want one. The best iteration of the character. But 2000X is different, and so on and so forth. Cartoon versus vintage toy versus Master First Classics. I mean, I don't want to collect 7 different lines of Master of the Universe. I kind of want just the best of the best. I think that was already done in Classics. Here's renders of Tila and Orko, and if I was going to go down on another figure, it'd be Orko. That doesn't sound right, but it is what I would do. Yesterday I made a video and I talked about some stuff, so you want to go watch that video to get my thoughts on all this foreplay news. It was a bit of work, but a lot of fun. That's foreplay news. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and I just don't want to be over here coming out with all of the same stuff twice. And with that, this is the stuff. PBTS, go get it if you want it. Then we've got, this is what I would think would be better for the 2000X, but I started looking at the parts and pieces, and I think it's just cartoon with slight remolds here and there of these characters, except Beastman is like all new. So, but I might be wrong, and it doesn't matter, because if it doesn't show up at Ross, I'm not buying it. So this wasn't here yesterday. Oh, maybe it was. A Storm Arena Yellow Suit Kin is a thing at New York Comic Con. Exclusive. I don't know where you'll get it. Oh, I might want to go check Gundam it. It might be there, but I don't actually care. If you want it, go get it. Jada Toys does great work. Oh, this is Storm Arena. Sorry. Storm Arena. Same price point, within like $5 of Jada Toys. Not really sure what they were thinking with this. Again, yesterday's video I showed more, but the Jada Toys Akuma and Balrog. Balrog's a definite must for the price point, for what it is. Gotta get that figure. Alrighty then, so Retro Toy Escapades, came out with a picture showing Gator, but that's his own personal Gator. But the rumor, or maybe the substantiated rumor from the loyal subjects, is we'll get Gator in Wave 2 as the fourth one in Wave 2, and alongside Jackhammer, Hurricane, and Piranha. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think that this is one of the best vehicles made in the vintage line, kind of spawning in a way split seconds, but in a way not. It's still kind of fun, kind of really stole the imagination of kids, this Gator, at least this kid here. But I do want to say that I've heard more stuff about nothing shipping until the end of the year for anything loyal subjects, and I have embarked on a new mission. I've canceled most of my loyal subjects and said, hardcore Kenner, you'll see that in the future. Right, so we got some NECA stuff to talk about, and you know, they've done some Sesame Street stuff. Big Bird is really big, and we've got Shredder over Shredderating over there, and the dude in the back of the picture is pondering, what's he gonna do now that Ozzy Osbourne's dead? I thought about the same thing about Hulk Hogan. So there's this, what is this? Some Mirage version of Turtles, Last Ronin Turtles. It is what it is. It doesn't look bad. It's not something I'm into, but the problem with NECA, okay, here's the problem with NECA. They do amazing work and they stop on the stuff that I like. Like, where's the rest of Back to the Future? Where's the rest of Dungeons and Dragons? Stuff you were doing was amazing. Well, you gotta have an audience. You gotta have support. For whatever reason, Tmnt is supported by 7 different lines. Oh wait, 7 different companies. NECA can do 5 different lines themselves. Alright, there's this wrestling ring dude. I think the coloration is different on this version of El Mysterio. January of 2026. I never saw one in person. I don't own this guy. Here's the thing. I didn't want to pre-order it. Didn't want to buy it on BBTS or pay for it, whatever, wherever you had to get it, or I don't know. But if I see it at Target, I'll probably buy it because I'm weak. I'm turtled out and I'm weak. And then I don't really think I have a Garfield, so this might be the best way to buy Garfield. And Jada's doing a Garfield, I think. Jada or Jax, one of them. One of these other ones, somewhere. And I guess I'll talk about this a little bit, but I am not really that excited about the Tron HasLab because it feels like the Sky Striker with half the figures and half the vehicle for about the same price. Am I right? Yeah, of course I'm right. And with that, it's weird. Like, I gotta spend the whole Retro Wednesday talking about this. Showcasing this. It sucks. G.I. Joe Classified. I love all this. I don't really care so much about the Mole Rat, but some people do. So, yeah, some people do. But the rest of it is great. So, I'll probably get each of these. I am seriously trying to figure out how to downsize my classified collection and only go with what I care about. And one thing I didn't say in my Saturday video was I truly believe Night Viper will come back out as a retro release because the colorations are different enough from the retro and easy enough to just recolor it to be the retro. I mean, am I right? They like the retro troop builders, and this is probably one of the top 5 troop builders in the ARAH Real American Hero line. When I was making my video about the very first HasLab, the Katana, the Cell Barge, there was fine print saying that they could reissue it in a different color, different paint scheme. They can reissue it with a different box art. And those two factors have to exist to reissue or to reuse the tooling. And guess what? We're getting it here. This will be a 30-day... it's a pre-order sale. If you don't pre-order it within the 30 days, they don't sell it to you for the price. People speculate 200. I don't know. The figure probably is included. So with all that, I'm not going to buy it. But if you want this, go for it when it opens up. And I'll tell you when it opens up, as soon as I know. Alright, I don't cover much Marvel Legends on this channel, but it's probably the biggest collecting property. Wait, hold up a second. Doesn't Toy Biz make this stuff? Why is Hasbro making it? Anyway, whatever. Marvel's Apocalypse, Phantom Rider, $27.99. Warboat. It's not the best figure. It's not even in this picture. Crystar Warbow, the only one I pre-ordered 3 to 7 of. And Dark Avengers Spider-Man, Enchantress, and what else is going on here? Werewolf by Night, Iron Man Mark 72. Does anybody have 72 Iron Mans? That's weird. Wolverine, World War II Logan, understand that. Marvel's Medusa and... Dude, is there a Medusa figure in here? That's weird. Black Bolt, Marvel's Triton, Spider-Man 2009, Marvel's Cardiac. Wow. How much have I missed of Marvel? Peppermint Patty says you must have a peppermint candy cane for the R2H25 Droid Factory. If you want to go get this at the Shop Disney, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Oh man, that story's got to wait till the end. That's the best story. Convention exclusives now available for premium members. Pulse, Black Series, Mace, and Darth Sidious, and Vintage Collection Jedi Spirits are live, I guess. Whatever. Limit 2 per person. I won't exceed the 1 limit myself. But, alright, New York Comic Con reveals. We have some stuff in here where you're going to get this 2-pack of... It's like a trooper and another trooper. Purge trooper and patrol trooper. I kind of remember those from the sequel trilogy. Retro collection Garindian. So Stan Solo made their own. So they're making this one. Will it be $10? I don't know. Obviously we got Shakti and Padme or Queen Amidala. Another Boba Fett from the book Boba Fett. From the castrated book of Boba Fett. Oh, man. None of this... If I see it in the store... no, wait, hold up. RossCon and Ollie'sCon is where I buy all my Star Wars. And I don't miss much. By the way, I've almost got a complete collection of everything that's come out in the last 2 years from Ross and Ollie's. Black Series version 46 of Darth Vader is, what are they calling this? The Obi-Wan Kenobi version of Darth Vader Duel's End. I remember when Black Series first came out, Vader came out on the scene, then he went away, and it wasn't at retail, and people paid stupid money for it. I don't even know how much. I got mine for like $10 at a shop, Disney shop, but man, now you can pick from 30 different versions. It's great to collect in 2025. If you're collecting Black Series Star Wars in 2025 and you're paying half of retail, you're probably still paying too much. I just want to apologize. I'm so sorry if I offended anybody. If anybody's offended with anything in this video, please, I'm on my knees apologizing for telling you paid too much. Now, here we are at Ross, and I've seen all of this stuff for these prices, and I still said no for some of it, but anyway, I've got a full collection of Skeleton Crew for $6 each, I think. And then tons of other stuff. Same Ross prices. I've seen it. I did not need this 4-pack, even though it's kind of nice. Kind of wanted it a little bit. But I don't need it, so I'm like downsizing a bit. But I've pieced together the whole Skeleton Crew, aside from the new pirate robot that's at Target. And almost all of the Acolyte for no reason at all, just because it's cheap. So what do you think about this week's weekly news in review? And did you watch my Saturday video? Because if you want more information about other things, it's there. It's kind of a 2-parter, a 4-play parter, and this is probably the biggest news of the week. I like this figure, the Night Viper. Night Viper. Like, subscribe. Put your hair out.